Hello! Welcome to the Killtocraft Podcast, episode 18. I am Vanessa, your host, and it is midday on Saturday. Welcome. Just to warn you all before I get started, I have no show notes. No! I left them at work again. Fool. I know. So, you'll just have to bear with me and hope that I say all of the right things. Which sometimes doesn't happen. So yeah, you can find me on Instagram as Nessa Townley. You can find me on Ravelry as Killtocraft. And you can find me on the Ravelry Group, which is Killtocraft Podcast, which is where I tend to put up my show notes, which I'll have to rewrite again. I'm not impressed with myself. So, I hope your weekend is going well. I have really badly chipped nail varnish because I ran out of nail varnish remover. So excuse this. So first notice today is we have a knit along going in the Ravelry group. There is plenty of gorgeous FOs popping up in the FO thread now, and you still have time. There's still a month left, and that to me is still good enough time to make a sweater if you're wanting to join in. It's in conjunction with Mina of the Knitting Expert podcast, and we are both closing our threads at the end of March to draw for a prize winner in each of our threads, so look forward to that. I already have a first prize package which is kindly donated to us from Nicole of the Hugh Loco podcast, and she sent us some gorgeous things, a beautiful package. So thank you, Nicole, and you guys are gonna love it because it's stunning. The second notice today, which I think I put my yarn away. Oh well. You can tell I'm not quite 100% planned. But the second notice today is that I've just drawn for the post Valentine's giveaway, and you'll just have to, I will post up a screenshot in the thread of the winner because I did do a screenshot, but you'll just have to trust that I did it fairly, which I did. And so the winner will win. I'll go through what the giveaway was for. The giveaway was to say thank you to all you guys for coming back and returning and viewing, and basically to those people out there as well who may have just begun watching. And I wanted to just say thank you and to share my love to you guys. So thank you everybody for watching. And the prize for that was number 43, which is Helena Knits, which is Helena. So number 43 of the post Valentine's giveaway thread. If you'd like to get in touch with me and send me your details, and I will get the London House Yarns Nessa colourway sent straight to you. And congratulations, it's awesome. Super happy, and so glad to be sending that off to a general watcher of the show who I know watches as well, so that's really lovely. Thank you for your support. And the next things for today is to show you my knitting, I suppose. Yeah, we'll get down to that. Because I want to spend the rest of my day just relaxing, I might be posting the podcast a day late, so I might be posting it tomorrow, just to warn you all. But that shouldn't bother you guys, right? Surely? Sorry, sometimes the light changes in the camera, so if I do this, it's just to gain the camera back. So I've been knitting on my True Friend sweater by Vera Valamaki, and I've just caught the yarn in my project bag. Or should I say have previously caught my yarn in my project bag. Oh my days. This is not what I want to happen on on an episode. You can see like I'm having some stress. Bear with me. This might actually end up okay. It has ended up okay, we're fine. I'll just be careful when I knit that little bit of yarn into my sweater. So, I'm knitting my True Friend sweater by Vera Valimaki, and it's from one of the interpretation collections, which is the second volume, I believe. Yay! So, you can see that I now don't have it scrunched up in a nappy shape, which is lovely, like last podcast. And you can see that I've actually, the way it works is it works in a square, and then you should just have your edging on the bottom. I'm not square in the fitting that I wanted. I stopped at the width that I wanted. And to have that width, it was shorter than what I would have liked. So, being a person that likes to crazily just adapt things to how they want them, I decided to add on to the bottom. So here is where you can tell where the square ended, and this is where I've added my extra rows in, which I don't mind at all, and now I'm onto the edging. It is a gorgeous colour though, look at that pink, it's beautiful. And if you can tell, ever so carefully, that the pink blends quite well into the purple skein, which was slightly darker. So it has worked out super well. The purple yarn is, this is Halloween, and it's one of Molly of a Homespun House. It's one of her colourways, and it's gorgeous. And I was a little bit apprehensive about the two different colour lots working together, but because of this pinky one blending into the purple one, can you see here there's like little hints of pink in there with this darker purple. It kind of makes it look intentional, so I love that, and so it works really nicely, and I am not bothered at all by it. So it's gorgeous. So that means that when I do my sleeves, they will blend in really well at the other end. So yay! So I've just got I think I've got a few more rounds to do. I think I've got about 5 to do on the bottom edge. So that's great. And then to start on the sleeves. And what I'm doing with the sleeves is, because the sleeves end quite close to my armpit actually, for the width that I want. You can see there it ends quite close around my arm. They are quite small as well, because I think I could have done with casting off less and saving a few more stitches, because it was meant to be down here and it's up here. So, but you can't always have these luxuries if you're wanting a certain fitting. So what I'm doing is, I've got all of my stitches on a thread, and I'm going to pick up the few stitches in the bottom like it tells you to do, and then I'm going to increase a few stitches just to make it sit more comfortably under my arm. So I'm not going to increase around the top half, just maybe a few stitches around the under arm area, and I'm going to work in rows of the stripes, the same amount that I've done on the bottom of my sweater. So that's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. So 7 stripes onto the sleeves, and then I'm gonna work in the purple and decrease down and finish off my sleeves per pattern. So because I've increased those stitches around my armhole when I first started, I'll have to decrease those out as well. So that means my sleeves should technically be a little bit longer, so they may end in the same place as what the pattern suggests. I'm hoping anyway. We'll see how it works, but I'm sure that I can fiddle it so that it does, because I know how to write knitting patterns, so I can do that. Can adjust them. So yeah, so it's coming on beautifully, and I can't wait to get it finished because I want to wear it. And I've been so busy these past few weeks that I haven't actually had a chance to really knit on it. The week after the last podcast, I had a new bed delivery, and that I just had a few days where I was really tired. I had a bed delivery, and I had a few nights where I really didn't want to knit, and so that put me back a little bit because I didn't have any steam to knit. And then this week I've been a bit busy with work. Took some homework, basically because I'm going to be going to the dentist soon and I'll need some extra pennies, possibly. And so I took some extra homework, but it meant that every night this week I have been working on the work that I took home. So that's taken a lot out of my knitting time. In fact, I've only had a few hours, so I've ended up working on my pattern socks, which also doesn't seem like much when you see the amount of progress I've made. It's not a lot at all. So you can kind of tell how busy I've been, and it's been slightly disappointing. But I still wanted to get a podcast out because, well, the giveaway, and I wanted to share what I've been up to. I like to chat to you guys. So that's that. And if you can hear any jingling, it's because on my Fawn and the Fox bag, I now have a new Care Bear friend. Hello! This is out of a Pound Child's collection machine, and they had loads of little Care Bears, and my partner knows how much I love them, and so he bought me two. And they're supposed to smell. This one's supposed to smell, I think it said of lavender. It smells a bit more like a car air freshener, to be honest, but it is adorable. So I have this one, and then I have another one as well, which is on my other project bag. Oh, it's just showing you his bottom. Da, da, da. How cute. So that's super sweet. So I'll show you this one next. This is is it straight? Oh god, I don't even know how to pronounce it. Striated. Striated. Oh god, you see, I'm not even very good at the English language. Anyway, this is out of the latest collection of the Pom Pom Quarterly. I suck, guys, today. I'm not even sure how you do pronounce it. I'm sure you've probably got a better idea of how to pronounce it. This is out of the latest Pom Pom Quarterly Spring edition, and this is my new scarf, or cowl, in fact. So you cast on provisionally so that you can graft the two ends together at the end. And this is just basically a work project that I've been having on my needles for break times, because the pattern is so simple to remember and it's coming out beautiful. So if I just, you can see that it's very woolly. This is a Shetland yarn, and it's the Jameson's Spindrift, Shetland Spindrift, and it's 25 grams weight, and it's in the 410 Cornfield colourway. Beautiful, it's gorgeous. I had this in my stash for years and years and more years, and then when I saw that this was in Pom Pom, I was like, ooh, that's pretty cowl, and then noticed that, oh my god, it uses Shetland Spindrift, just 3 balls. I have 4 of this. So I'm thinking extra long. So I can't wait to have this done. So this is going to be gorgeous, and it's going to go with my black dungarees really well. And I'm keeping that in a project bag from my friend Angela. Isn't it beautiful? And it's so springtime. It's also spring. If you've noticed my Instagram this week, I actually posted a picture of that, and it just felt like spring had arrived for my desk at work. It cheered me up no end. And then my next project, I am keeping in my Andre Sue Knits project bag that Andy sent me. I love this bag. It's beautiful. And inside I have my silver birch socks, which is also a pom-pom quarterly pattern from a few winter issues ago. So I showed you my progress. So this is where I got last time, I think. And then I think I'd done a little tiny bit on the toe. So actually I haven't done too bad, thinking about it. But yeah, when I said that my progress is probably not too good, I'm probably lying, because I only had like a tiny toe and I've done all of this. So that's not too bad at all. You can see. So I've done all of that, and then I've gotten to the point now where I'm increasing for the gusset of the foot to do the heel. So I don't know if you can see. You can see that it's increasing out now on both sides. So that's really good. We're actually getting somewhere. Yay! Which is kind of why I want a little bit of quiet time this afternoon, because I want to get some more done on these. So those are coming on beautifully. The only problem is these are my February socks. February is almost done. I have 2 days. And these still are not finished, which means that I will then have to cast on a pair of March socks and still have these on the needles. So I'm thinking March socks might just be self-striped socks. Easy peasy, right? That's what I'm thinking. And then I haven't done much on this, but I am knitting a square sent to me by a friend. So I will show you the square that I'm knitting on. So at the minute I am, on my Cozy Memories blanket, I am knitting on this gorgeous like peach and yellowy yarn sent to me by Celine, Circe Bells. Thank you, Celine. And it is gorgeous. It is this, and it is like an alpaca and silk yarn. I'll just try and, yeah, it is stunning. And I think it's, what brand is it? Natural Dye Studio alpaca silk sock, and it is so pretty. And I've also got a couple of my newest skeins ready to pop in my blanket and organised. And a lovely friend, Instagram friend of mine, Katrine, sent me a package of minis. I've got all of these minis to add into my blanket. So a lot of them are like drops yarn, which I love drops yarn. So there's a few that's drops, is it Fabel? Fable, I'd say. Some Drops Delight, and then there's some, is it Rauma? So those ones, is it those ones? Those ones are not drops. So those, but they look so woolly and they're so soft. I can't wait to knit with these. And I've got a purple one ready to put into my blanket so I can knit with it. And then these ones are the drops ones, which are so pretty. Yay! Exciting. So I can't wait to put these in my blanket, and look, she drew a little sheep on there for me. So thank you for Katrine for my package of minis, and thank you Celine for my minis, which I've just started adding into my blanket. I'm doing my blanket quite random. I did decide that I was going to place them in order of person who sent them. But I really like picking places for colours, and I used to be on an art course when I was at college and university, and I left university because I weren't very happy. I've mentioned this before. But I used to paint. I used to love painting and drawing, life drawing and things. Capturing details is just something I really enjoy. But I just love colour work. So this is where I kind of excel a little bit in my art world. I enjoy piecing together the puzzle with the different colours and sitting them next to each other, and so I will just be doing my blanket at random, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that, because at the end of the day all of these precious minis are still sent from my lovely friends. So thank you very much, and I am loving adding them in. I have now got, I'm getting to the point where I've got a bag issue, because I've got this old vintage knitting bag, which I absolutely love because it's got cats and knitting on it. And I got this from it's a bit rugged, and it has got tea stains and things. I got this from a car boot, and I noticed that the woman on the stall had knitting needles for sale in there, and I said, would you by any chance be selling the bag that they're in? And she was like, oh, don't see why not. And so I bought it. I was so happy because I've been looking for one. But now it is so full with minis that my blanket's getting hard to squash in there. So I might have to find another way to store my minis so that my blanket will fit back in my bag. Any suggestions on how to do this are very welcome. So then, quickly, I got a few things this week that I wanted to share with you. One of them was the lovely Amy Meeks did the Because I Love You wrap design, and if you remember, I knitted myself a version as a test knit, and Amy kindly sent me a gift of a skein of yarn from Juliana Fibres. Which we could choose and pick. I think Little Bobbins and somebody else also, was it Sue? Can't quite recall. But they also got to pick a similar treat. So I picked something which I'm obviously very awkward and had to pick something that wasn't in stock. So I've had to wait for mine, but it's totally worth the wait because I wanted this so bad. I picked the Lucid Dream sock yarn in the Prism colourway, and it is gorgeous. So it's like this dark black and grey, like a charcoaly grey, and then it's got this rainbow hint in it. And this arrived midweek, and I am so chuffed. In fact, I'm going to pull it out of this game because I've done this already, so it's a bit loose anyway. But at least you get to see the colour progression in the centre, which is awesome. Look at how cool that is. So these might be having to be casted on soon, but I don't know whether to do it as a shawl or to do it as socks. I'm stuck, guys, I'm stuck. But if I do them as socks, they're gonna be definitely like kind of galactic socks, and they will be going in my Star Wars bag, project bag, because this is totally sweet. So this is a Haiti, because I'm putting H's on things. This is an 80% superwash merino wool with 20% nylon, and it's 380 meters. It's 113 gram skein of fingering weight yarn, and it is stunning. And it feels gorgeous. It's a 2-ply yarn, as you can see, and it is so super soft. And I was actually kind of shocked because I suppose when you see it in dollars, it seems really expensive, the price of it. And so I was crazily expecting to be charged handling, but I suppose this actually didn't cost that much when you see it in pounds. Juliana is a Canadian, French-Canadian dyer. Anyway, from Canada. So this turned out to be about, I think it was about £15 something. Doesn't look as good when I've scanned it up, does it? But anyway, it wasn't that expensive, and so I will definitely be buying from Juliana again in the future because these yarns are just beautiful. And it didn't take too long to arrive either. About 10 days, which is about a good average for mail from Canada, to be honest. So I'm really happy with that. Next up was my Interpretations Volume 3, which has just arrived this morning. I ordered this as a treat because I know I'm not meant to be buying anything, but this came out and I was expecting it to come out, and I really wanted a copy of it because all of the patterns are beautiful. So, I've been knitting the True Friend sweater, which is by Vera Valimaki, she's on the cover, and this is her and Joji Locatelli's third volume of Interpretations, and the sweaters and things in here are beautiful. I love this. This is gorgeous, and it's got thumb holes in your sweater sleeve. How cool is that? And this gorgeous hat is something that I really want because you can't have too many hats. And there is just so many things in here. This cowl is just stunning. How could you not want all of this stuff? So I'm gonna have to behave for a little while if the dentist is wanting to do anything to me, just so that I can afford these lovely projects. But I really want this one. I know it's a little bit like reminiscent of the True Friend with it being striped and things, but I really want this one. And I've been half deciding, although I've not knit with it, so if anybody has, let me know your recommendations. But I've been thinking of getting some of the John Arbon Exmoor sock for the main colour. I've seen a lovely brown that is quite nice, and I'm not a brown person, but I'm swayed. Either that or there's an olive green colour, which I think would look cracking with a nice pink. Oh my god, come on, light, work with me. So anyway, there is so many nice things in here that I would love. There's also this gorgeous like Henley sweater, and this, where is it? Here, heartfelt cardigan. There's just so many top like sweaters and tops and shawls. This coat is amazing also. It's got pockets in, double breasted, totally cute. I love that. So that is on my list as well. And then there's a shawl at the back that is just adorable, which screams out to me, need some special yarn for this. You can see why, right? So this whole book is just gorgeous, and it's been produced by Pom Pom Press, which is now a thing. So the ladies of Pom Pom Quarterly now produce gorgeous books. The first one was Take Heart, and now they've produced the 3 editions of Interpretations, so go and check them out because they're worth it. Absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait to be knitting from this. The next thing that I got in my post was a couple of letters from, if you remember a while ago, I posted a picture on Instagram about the handwritten letter exchange that somebody I noticed online was doing. So I got a couple of letters received, and so I'll be writing those. And then I got a lovely package from a friend of the podcast. I don't even really know if she'd want me to mention her name, so I won't, just in case, but you know who you are, and thank you so much, because I was just so blown away. I got a gorgeous package today of Moomin things. So these came from Finland, and she sent me some gorgeous, she basically wanted to send me some Moomin tea, which I have never tried. So she sent me some Moomin teas, which is really sweet. Thank you very much. I can't wait to try those. I'm going to have some later. And she sent me some gorgeous sweets. Some beautiful sweets. And if you look, Snot Maiden is knitting. How awesome. Oh, I love it. She's so cute. One of these sweets has already disappeared. I may have straight away opened it up and scoffed it, so I do apologise. So one of the licorice treats has already gone. Love licorice. And then she also sent me this gorgeous notebook as well. How adorable. It's got the comic on it. And inside, it's square. It's square paper. So this is going to be saved, I think, as definitely a knitting notebook, because, well, square paper, amazing. Could totally do some knitting things with that. So thank you so much for my package. It is adorable and really much appreciated. You really didn't have to spoil me like that. She also sent me it in a little Moomin packaging, well, wrapping, which I'm going to save, and I'm going to stick it on something. I don't know what. I save things like this. I don't know if anybody else does that. I have some cat wrapping paper in my cupboard that is just waiting for something. So that was really sweet, and I got that this morning, so I just I burst into it and decided to eat some of the licorice just right away. Didn't care. So thank you very much for those. Anything else? I don't think there is anything else. I haven't really been that busy. I'm meant to be doing the Craft for 20, which is hosted by Tiny Paper Foxes, which I'd managed to do up until last week, and then this week we're doing homework as well. If I crafted and spun for 20, I would not have gotten any knitting done, I don't think, because I don't really like to just spin for 20 minutes. I think the past few weeks when I have done it, I've ended up spinning for about an hour. So I kind of spin for an hour every other day, because I get really into it. So yeah, so I think that's it. It's kind of a short podcast, isn't it? Sorry guys. I hope you have enjoyed yourselves though, and if Eleanor post 43 can get in touch with me and send me your details, and then hopefully next weekend when I get to the post office I'll be able to send those off to you, your prize, and got a few other packages to send out next weekend as well, so I can do those all together, and I'm gonna just chill out for the rest of the day and enjoy my weekend. So I hope you all do the same, and I hope my short podcast hasn't been too disappointing. And I will see you in 2 weeks' time with lots of other things hopefully to show you and share. Hopefully there'll be some FOs, because this week there has been none. So keep that under your wraps though. Don't tell anybody. Shh. So have a great weekend and see you soon. Bye.